How was the feedback for the Money Making Mitch?
Oh man, the feedback was incredible. You got, you know, I'm like any artist. I gotta, you know, out here.
I felt like that was like testing the waters for the real album. To see
it was just getting, you know, my foot wet and starting to integrate my sound back into the fabric of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It takes time out here with anything, and so you gotta come and, you know, you don't have to play by the rules, but at the same time, there is with music, you have to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was off. You know, I was dark for a minute, and you know, so now I'm making music again, and the response was overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like 4.5 stars, Rolling Stone, on mixtapes of the year, Rap Radar. I mean, all of that. I mean, if it was whack, you'll be telling me like, how are you getting through everybody saying, you know what I'm saying, the album was whack.
Oh, if it was whack,
you know
we'd let you know.
Yeah. but it was extremely authentic to what I do and to where I'm from, and you know, I'm real proud of the MMM project, and it's been a huge success, to be honest. That's the answer.
Now, Terrence J said you called him and threatened to kill him if he act up in a love scene with Cassie.
Nah.
He did not say that. Why would you just make the whole story up? He said you told him don't hold back.
No.
He said don't hold back.
Nah. I called him because I knew he was in a situation that, you know, may have made him feel uncomfortable. Even if it was vice versa, I would have felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with a man's woman, and
you just smashed somebody's girl before, Diddy. Stop. In your life.
Not in a movie.
Allegedly.
I mean,
allegedly.
But I've changed and I've grown. I just want y'all to know, like, I'm a kinder, gentler, you know, more loving me. You know what I'm saying? I got a code. You know what I'm saying? I got a code. Like, you live and you learn. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love too hard, so I just don't want nobody smashing mine. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to smash theirs. You know, so I think it goes all on karma. You know, so. You know what I'm saying? I try to at least have that. And it ain't worth it because I know people out here act crazy, you know what I'm saying? About that love thing. So being that I want to, you know, I'm not going to say that, but I love real hard. So I wanted him to know that, you know, it's a movie, man. Go do your thing. You know, I respect the arts, you know what I'm saying? You know, and,
you can still come
just
over for Easter after.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't nothing to me like that because, you know, just me doing movies and you have to do that, and I wanted to make sure that they was empowered with the freedom from me. Please don't think about me. Make it believable, else y'all gonna play yourselves and look like two light-skinned, pretty people, like, you know, trying to kiss. Right. You know what I'm saying? Really make the scenes be believable. Do your thing, and I'm not the way. Does it still feel
weird when you're watching, like, because they had a lot of sex scenes in that movie?
Did you watch
it?
Feel
a little...
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was like, wait.
Yeah. No. And I watched it, and I was proud of her. I was looking at it as it was acting. You know, I mean, I was a little bit sick. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know, I was watching the movie. I'm like, yo, this is like the third love scene. Like, you know, I'm tapping her. I'm like, yo, you really in the movie? Like, they had a little screening for me. Shakim and Terrence had a little screening for me. They was like, yo, Puff, we want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, everything cool. So then I'm, you know, so I'm looking at, I'm like, yo, you getting like smashed like 3 times in the joint. You ain't even say nothing.
Very hot and heavy.
I'm like, where's the arc in your character? You know what I'm saying? And she's just like ignoring me. You know what I'm saying? And then I see the arc in her character, and I'm like, oh, whoa. You know what I'm saying? The way the movie progressed. If you haven't seen the movie The Perfect Match, you got to go see it. And just her as an actress, I was just so proud of her that she went from getting smashed, you know what I mean? and smashing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it was her choice in the movie.
Hey, come on, don't give away the plot, you know.
No, it was her choice, and I mean, they was.
Did you make them take anything out, or you was good with everything?
No, I didn't make it. It wasn't like that. It was, so the thing of it is that it's not just about love scenes. She acts her butt off in it. You know what I'm saying? So proud of her. So proud of Terrence putting the movie together. Shakim, everybody, but. There's an art, so it wasn't just about the love scene.
Gotcha.
Is there pressure when you're in that position? Because, you know, she wants to be a star. She wants to get things popping. And you are Diddy, a star
I don't really
maker.
talk about my personal life.
I know. I'm just saying it's a career, though. But
okay.
is it pressure to get her popping like that?
To get what?
To get her popping, like as far as
to be famous.
Be super successful.
No. She's not that type of young lady. She's not trying to really be out here and trying to get hot. You know what I'm saying? She with me, so she already hot.
There it is.
Enough said.
Now let's talk about this charter school.
She's hot on her own too. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of her. She's not like out here thirsty, trying to be seen. She's not all over, all over social media every second. You know what I'm saying? So her approach to it is different, and she lets her talent show no matter what the naysayers are. You know what I'm saying?
She's not trying to be gimmicky and do anything for the press.
She's doing her, and she's gonna be more than what people may think or may underestimate her for. And I think she showed a lot of that in the movie was to come in her future. Right. And her future is not directly tied to me professionally. She has her own life. She makes her own decisions. She does her own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now you out here opening up charter schools.
Yeah, and and I'm out here opening up charter schools in Harlem.
Listen, I thought that was
what I'm saying?
Huge deal.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of positive things going on. It's all positive.
I think that's life goals for for a lot of people that are because I've always been very into education. Like I did prep for prep here in New York, and I went to Bank Street College of Education. At one point, I thought I was going to be a teacher. So I think it's great that you've opened up this charter school. I was like, wow, Diddy's opening up schools. So tell us a little bit about that and what made you decide to do that. And I know you have your partner here,
Steve Perry. That's
Steve
not
Perry.
a Muslim shooter. That's
No.
Yeah.
Part of the school.
Yeah.
I got the school colors in the bow tie, brother.
Yeah. Well, I have my partner who helped it to come to fruition. I was watching CNN, and I was watching this special that they had on charter schools and education. Education is something that's very near and dear to me. And a lot of people don't know that because a lot of people don't know I've been working on this for 6 years. And I saw him, and he had 100% graduation rate for his students. And he had a lot of at-risk students that were not even supposed to be passing in school, that were probably behind 3 grades. He was able to turn them around and create a curriculum and teach them and inspire them and make them accountable and responsible for their futures. And getting to them early is so important, that we get to our kids early. And I feel like the reason why I was able to be successful was because I was blessed with my mother really like busting her butt to really give me a great education. And so she sent me to private schools where, she felt like she wanted to give me the best opportunity. And we don't have a lot of those opportunities in our different cities and our different communities. And I wanted to do something bigger than opening up a community center or just giving a donation. I wanted to do something that was long term. I'm not a sprinter, I'm a marathon runner. I didn't just run a marathon to run it. It was something for my life that I wanted to be, a metaphor of my whole life. And with this school, that's, it's my next marathon. And so I called him up and I said, I want to open up a school. And I'll let him tell you the rest of the story from there.
So, it's wild to sit here with Puff and see him talk about something other than education, because when I talk to him, that's all we talk about. We talk about kids and the like. When we met actually at an engagement party, I was walking out and Puff tapped me and we introduced ourselves, and of course I knew who he was. And he said, nobody knows this, but I've always wanted to start a school. And I said, that's dope. Good luck with that. He's like, no, I think we should do it together. I've been meaning to reach out to you. And for the next 2 years, it was he who really said, man, I'm dead serious. Like, why are you dragging your feet on this? I really want to open a school. And I did all I could to discourage this brother from opening a school, because I felt like, if this is not really where your heart is, like, I don't make music. This is all I do is run schools. Matter of fact, I got to peel out of here soon to go up to the Bronx and work with some kids there. But he kept saying, this is something that means something to me. I don't want to do an after-school program. I don't want to do, those are all dope and that's nice, but I want a school we can train young people to be leaders. And I can give them some of what I learned over time. And there would be those who question, why would you work with a brother who doesn't have a background in education? He has a capacity to communicate with young people that is unrivaled in our generation. He has a way to communicate information to them. And if he can get hundreds of thousands of people rocking to these ideas, he can engage others in this idea of education. And just in a day of announcing it, applications have quadrupled. The number of people who want to work in the school have quadrupled. And most importantly, it's a brother who, I know Puff as a brother who cares about the community. So when we're talking, it's about that. And to and to have an opportunity for the community to celebrate. That's what's really been exciting about this, is how many people from our community have said, you know what, that's dope. That's what I want to do.
How many students in the school?
So they're gonna be 180, but we have almost 1,000 on the waiting list today.
Wow.
What grades?
It's gonna ultimately be grades 6 to 12, but we're starting with 6 and 7. It's a year-round college preparatory school. The theme is social justice. So we're training young people to be social entrepreneurs and leaders in the community, not just learning to learn, but learning to make an impact on the community. That's what he said he wanted, and it's powerful. I wish you guys could see just how positive the reaction from the entire community has been. They're just celebrating like, that's my man. Get him, Puff. Get him. And it's just exciting.
Thank you, New York. Thank y'all for all the positivity, and I'm gonna need y'all help with the school. And not to cut you off, Charlamagne, I just wanted to make sure, because today is the deadline. So if you want to get your kids enrolled, go to www.capitalprepharlem.org. The name of the school is Capital Prep. Okay, capitalprepharlem.org. If grades 6 through 7.
Yeah, 6 and 7.
And yeah, I just want to make sure that y'all know today's the deadline.
Don't be late, because you not good.
Got the school free?
Yeah,
The school is absolutely
absolutely free.
Yeah. Along with the city, along with some great donors, along with some, we need donations, we need money. You know, I'm putting up my own money.
I heard the campus is crazy.
Yeah, the campus is
really
crazy.
sick.
Shout out to Leo Cohen, who helped us get the campus, and you know, it has like Olympic swimming pools, so they could get swimming lessons. We need to teach our kids how to swim.
I don't know how to
swim.
swim.
You know what I'm saying?
Still.
You know, black people. That's one of black people
hair.
don't know how to swim.
It's always the hair.
Yeah. Nah,
But
He's got a pool. He's got a
I
pool,
did go
a
to
gym.
private school, but I just don't, you know.
Yeah, but in Harlem, we have this facility that has the Olympic-sized swimming pools, gymnasium, basketball courts, like full Broadway theater, sound and studios and all of that, like a real the campus that the way our kids are supposed to be educated and brought up. You know what I'm saying? No matter, you hear about all these things going on in the world, nobody in the United States should be starving and not have a chance for a fair education. That at a minimum. And so I'm not one to complain to the politicians. You know, I like to lead by example. So this is something I'm doing to lead by example. It's been a dream come true, and you know, it's overdue for me too. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to figure out ways that I could really have an impact and give back, instead of just writing checks here, writing checks there, and having these press moments. I want something that you can actually see the flourish, see my investment in the community, and seeing the return on the investment, which we call the ROI. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get an incredible ROI on this, but we're gonna need help. But as of right now, you know, the school is open thanks to the city, thanks to the board that granted us the charter on the Board of Education, and you know, it's gonna be great.
Now, Steve, you've had your critics. You know, you was quoted as calling union teachers roaches, and they said you juiced the graduation rate at your school in Connecticut.
Yeah, so I called union leaders who protect bad teachers that destroy mostly black and Latino children roaches. I did.
Makes
You know, it's
perfect
very
sense.
difficult to fire teachers, right?
Takes at least 2 years,
Okay.
especially, and the destruction that they heap when they're ineffective on the lives of a young person. A lot of kids tapping out. They don't even want to go to school. They start off when they're 5 or 6 years old, excited about school, and by the time, especially black males and Latino males, make it to the 3rd grade, many of them are in no position even to be successful. In fact, many of the children we're going to accept are going to be 3, 4, 5 grade levels behind. It's not because they're incapable of learning, it's because they've not been taught.
Right.
And as much as juice and numbers, that's bananas. What that is that's people who can't do trying to find a way to undermine the people who have done. When you recognize that there's something beautiful in every single one of our children, you don't allow the limits of racism and classism to determine what you think our children should be able to do.